morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast as Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of the day.
So call in at 888-565-1470 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning. Shake off your sleepies, buckle in, cause it's showtime!
Good morning. I wear this because I care. Let me take this off. Good morning to all of you. Morning to our morning brew crew.
Good morning, everybody. A bright, sunny Friday morning.
Actually, going to get good weather for the next 4 days.
I'm only hoping it doesn't rain the next couple hours. And then after that, I'm good.
Dawn.
Yeah. And you don't want to know why?
My finger.
Don't you shush me.
I'm not shushing you.
Don't
You just said it's not
shush
going to
me.
rain. Watch it rain.
No,
It's supposed to hurricane rain this afternoon,
Oh,
but only for an hour.
all right. So I just got to get out and back in an hour before that comes.
No, it'll be way.
So I put my hair up today. Got to, I do
Is
my
that-
hair based on
is
the
that a
weather
metaphor,
forecast.
or you
No,
really mean it?
I really mean I do my hair based on the weather forecast. And I have to go out and run some errands this morning because, you guys, we are on peanut butter and jelly making sandwiches today.
Woo.
Okay.
So I got to go out and get some peanut butter and jelly and bread.
Okay.
And yes, for all of those who say people have peanut allergies, yes, we will be making plain jelly sandwiches as well. So we got you covered.
Why don't we get peanut butter that doesn't have any peanuts?
That would be almond butter,
Yeah.
sunflower butter, coconut butter. What other kind of butters? All kinds. My kind of favorite though is apple butter. That I love. That's like a jelly. Anyway, just saying.
You guys ever heard of any of that stuff?
Yes.
Apple jelly?
I love apple butter. That like takes me back to those days when all I wanted to do was eat multiple sandwiches
I heard
and
of
biscuits
almond-
with apple butter.
I heard of almond butter. Like I
Almond
like
butter is horrible.
Oh, I
That's
love almond
amazing.
butter. They make smooth and crunchy.
They got good and they got bad. The
You have to
organic
expand-
almond butter tastes like the stuff
You
that's
have to
growing between
expand
your
your
toes.
taste buds, you know?
Yeah.
Almond butter is nice. It is
Almond
nice.
butter
You
is
like
good.
almond butter?
Nice. Yeah, it is.
You keep wearing that mask.
My question, smooth or crunchy, guys? Smooth, says Val.
Depends on the day.
Really? It depends on your mood?
Yep.
Interesting.
I've learned that
Crunchy.
Vinny never agrees to a specific anything.
Smooth or crunchy?
Crunchy.
It depends on the day.
Really?
I like smooth on my peanut butter and jelly. I like crunchy on my banana.
Oh, that's interesting. How about marshmallow fluff?
I never knew that marshmallow was a fruit until yesterday.
It's not a fruit.
It
It's
is
a
to
sugar
me.
substitute.
It is to me. It's the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
I was just
My
It'd
goodness.
be a sugar substitute for that.
That was delicious.
I know.
That lady is
Milka.
Milk,
Milk with an A.
the milking lady.
Milk with an A. We've had a lot of great new guests in the past couple weeks, right?
Unbelievable. And you had that strong lady leader yesterday.
Nancy, and it was really funny because I was texting her last night telling her I put her ideas to work.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she got I got a happy LOL face back. She said, "Get some sleep." And that's how late I was texting her last night. And Lady Ann, I was texting her late last night and putting the shows together for today. We just keep going.
I don't get that at all. I go home. I left my laptop here
I don't know how you go home and don't do
because
things.
I refuse to do anything.
But what if you have things to do?
You
Seriously.
gotta wait till today.
Oh no, I can't do that.
You
I
know.
have to clean enough of my plate off that I can actually sleep because when I come, Val and I were even making lists last night when we left here on what we had to do today. She says, "Are we doing this now?" I said, "No, we're just getting ready for tomorrow." You don't do any of that. That's my OCD-ness in me, I think.
I'm not doing nothing there. Can't wait till tomorrow. We had to change sets. Do you know how many sets we changed yesterday?
So guess what we're doing today, guys?
Change the sets.
We're taking that big table out in the kitchen out and putting it here so we
I
can do
don't
peanut
know.
butter and jelly
We-
making.
We have another table somewhere.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's what that table's for.
All right, so we can clean that off.
So
and
we'll
move
clean
it.
that off and use that. I don't want to hack this table.
Okay.
That
Hector's
table's
not,
heavy.
Hector won't know.
It's big. It's bulky.
As opposed to this
True.
one, that's not heavy.
But
and
yeah,
big
this
and
one is
bulky.
heavy and it has
Yeah,
a
but
leaf.
I don't have to move
It
that
has a
one. You can
leaf
make the
right
sandwiches
there.
right there. What is wrong with you?
Okay, then we shall see what happens.
Just
with
got to
that.
clean the stuff off of
Anyway,
it.
good morning. Happy Friday.
Are you serious? Is this like a serious situation?
Val asked why we're both in black again today. And I never wear black. Apparently, I've worn it
Yeah.
2 days this week, right?
We are shedding.
I'm running out of clothes, is what it is.
We're shedding skin today.
I haven't been shopping in clothes shopping since this all started, and I'm
Same.
getting a little tired of my wardrobe, is all I can tell
Same.
you.
We are taking a new approach towards what we're doing.
Are we?
Yes, we are cleaning up our act, and we are going to try to take it to the next level. I don't know if we can do it, but we's about to try.
And what would that level be?
Weezy, I'm coming to see you, huh?
What would that level be? Don't
Yeah,
even think
that's what
about
I'm
it.
wondering.
I think that we have to stop and make sure that everything works crispy
Oh, yeah.
to pinpoint. We have now YouTube channels for all of our shows, which is something new. That experiment yesterday, fellas, did work. We also have the Moby
did.
Pop available.
It's
for
just we had
shows.
to put in the I'll
Yeah.
just tell you after the show.
Well,
But yeah,
I hope you did because
No,
I
it
saw it because I saw it there.
yeah. It went
But everything else, all the shows, the 2020 shows, everything now is going to be put on their
Right.
own YouTube channel because I don't know. I guess if you don't have you don't have a YouTube, you don't got nothing allegedly.
I'm gonna ask you these questions off air. I got another question for you. Lady Ann says chocolate hazelnut and crunchy for almond butter. Good morning to you, Lady Ann. See, you don't sleep any more than I do. I was texting her until we both fell asleep, and again, we're both up this morning. It's those wee hours in the morning that you get some shut eye, and then you go right back at it.
You know, I wanted to do the question of the day.
She likes crunchy.
When somebody makes you a cup of coffee, or somebody makes you dinner, or somebody gives you a banana with peanut butter on it, just because they're giving it to you, you ever notice that it tastes better?
No. Only if
Really?
you like the person that gives it to you.
You know, you really have a mean streak in you. There is something deeply wrong with you.
Why
Fellas,
is it better if someone gives it to you?
because when somebody makes something, don't you ever notice it tastes a whole lot better?
I don't like peanut butter.
Val said, "Are you not?"
Okay, so forget peanut butter.
Wait, 5 minutes ago he was depending on crunchy versus smooth, and now he just
Anything
doesn't
that you
like
would
it.
like.
Anything that you
Anything
want.
that I you thought would like. besides peanut butter, you mean?
Yeah.
Besides peanut butter, anything that
Like
you would
anything you-
meatballs and spaghetti.
Yes.
You ever notice that when somebody makes it for you, Val agrees.
It
Val, when
tastes
they bring you a cup of coffee in the morning, doesn't it taste super deliciousness? Not when you make it, when somebody else makes it.
It's the effort and the extension, yes. When it's made with love, it tastes so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know what
correct.
it is. That's why we go to restaurants, because somebody cooks the food for you.
Maybe you're just not a good
serves
cook.
it. What?
Maybe you're just not a good cook.
Oh, no, I'm a good cook.
Yikes.
Well, then why is their food better?
Because
Yikes.
somebody else made it.
Maybe they're a better cook than you then.
And we're back to that. You know, the problem with you is that you're mean. You got the Friday grumpies,
I
man.
got no grumpies.
You do. When somebody makes you a cup of coffee, doesn't it taste better?
No one makes me a cup of coffee.
I make you a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I seen the
Other
guys
than
make you a cup of coffee. I seen lots of people make you a cup of
Yes,
coffee.
it tastes much better because they care. When I make a cup of coffee, it's just
You
because
know
I need
what,
a cup
Dawn?
of coffee.
Forget it. You blew the bit. You know, the bottom line here is in your world, a cup of coffee is a cup of coffee.
That's
That's
not
it.
true.
Yes, it is.
No.
Unless it's
Uh,
bleeding your heart
I
on it.
appreciate it more when you make me a cup of coffee because you've actually thought and you've asked and you've offered.
Now, have you ever made something and it looks delicious and somebody's watching you? Like, this happens with kids. And they come in and they stare at you with their big eyes and you sort of give it to them. You ever did that?
Always.
You do that, right?
I give everything away.
You give everything away. You should talk to Nancy. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Not that.
That was the question of the day. That was brought to you by.
You know, I give money away, I give food away. We're actually spending our last hour of today's show making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to help feed the homeless.
And
so,
do you
yes.
know where? Are you going to pack those sandwiches in plastic?
Absolutely. She said it doesn't matter whether they're packed in plastic or tin foil, but I'm going to see what I can
Tin
find.
foil. That could be. Why don't you? How many sandwiches go in a bag?
One.
I don't know.
One. Then you're gonna have to buy like 1 million of those little sandwich bags.
Well, only if you're making 1 million sandwiches. I think we're going to start with less than 1 million today, and we can always do more. And we're going to drop them off at
How
St.
many
Gregory's
loaves of bread
Church.
are you buying?
Depends how many sandwiches. They said a loaf of bread should make 11 sandwiches, which would mean my great math would be there would be 22 slices of bread in a loaf, and I feel like I'm in math class. And if a loaf of bread has 22 slices and you can make 11 sandwiches, how many loaves of bread do you need to make
100?
100 sandwiches?
Well, if a loaf gives you 11 times 10 is 110. You're gonna need 9.5 bags.
Which means you really need 10.
10 bags. You're gonna have to get 10 bags of bread.
If we're making 100, if we want to make 50,
And what kind of bread are you using? Using white bread, whole wheat bread?
I'm going to see what I can find.
So you haven't thought this out?
I have thought it out. My intent, and I did discuss this with our client and Kids in Capes, that in my healthy world, I would make whole wheat sandwiches with almond butter and sugar-free jelly.
Nobody wants
and
that
fresh
crap.
preserves. And I was told that nobody wants that. So could you please just make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on white bread? So what I would make as a healthy substitution, I was told this is not what they are looking for. So I will give them what they are looking
They
for.
want white bread.
They want
Okay,
white
so
bread,
I'm
peanut
gonna-
butter,
I'm gonna
and grape
ask-
jelly, I was told. Yes.
I'm gonna ask that you get one loaf of whole wheat.
Okay.
That way I can have one.
I was going to say, and the question is, how many are we eating before we give out the rest? Like, is it one for me, one for the bag, one for Freddie, one for the bag?
I don't know, how many of you want? How many of you guys want?
I would think probably like 2. I'll say 2.
At least
He
2,
wants
right?
to.
I'll
At
say
least
2.
2. Val, how
least
many
2.
you want? Val, take 2.
That's
She doesn't want any. Val
crazy.
takes 2. Lady Ann said she's the one cooking. Yes, Lady Ann, we would love to go to Speaks and have a meal prepared over there.
Is she the chef? No, she's not the chef there.
She's not the chef, but she's the chef. Good
She's
morning,
the
Faith
owner.
Washington.
Have you ever seen when you go into a restaurant and the chef comes over to say hello and talk to you? Has that ever happened to you?
Sure.
It has?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never happened to you before?
It has.
Okay.
It has. You guys ever had a chef come over and talk to you at a restaurant?
And ask me how was the food or like how was. Nope.
Okay, speak up, Slick.
He asked me how was the food. Like, I mean, basically he was asking me how was the food. It was
No,
like a
I don't want you to speak up into the mic. I want you to speak up so I can hear
Oh,
you.
sorry. No, he asked me.
My lord. Lordy.
I'm sorry, guys.
He asked you
Technical
what, if the
difficulty.
food is good?
He asked me if the food was good and is everything okay. Yeah, it was the chef. It wasn't the guy that I greeted once I entered the restaurant.
And what'd
It
you
was
tell
okay.
him? This food sucks.
No, this food was amazing. It was nice. I was on dessert.
You
though.
never tell a chef the food ain't that good?
No,
You would never do
I don't
that?
think I did.
Would you?
I have,
unless
yes.
the food was bad, but the food was always good. So
Do you know, I went to a restaurant a couple weeks ago to pick up dinner to take home. One of my favorite sushi restaurants in our area. Ordered it to pick up and take home, and I get there, and the woman, I told you the story, the woman packing the food did not have gloves on or a mask on. And it wasn't, the chef did, but she was opening it up, looking at it, figuring out what's in the order, answering the phone, taking credit cards, and packing the food. So I had really an issue with this because I had an issue with
Oh, I
this.
remember this.
And I took the food, and then I thought, Self, do you want to actually take this chance? And I went and I returned the food. And I got the money back, and I spoke to the credit card, so that wasn't it. I called the owner because I frequent this restaurant all the time. And I told him, thinking he would at least apologize, rectify it, what can I do for you? He said, we know what he said? She should have had a mask on. End of conversation. Not, I'm sorry, nothing.
So
That
what
was
you
it.
do?
I had already returned the food, and I got the credit back from the credit card
Well,
company.
there was nothing else he could say that's going to.
How he could have said, "I will speak to her.
And then
would
what?
you like to come back in and let me make it up to you?"
Never happened. You gonna go back?
I would go back because it's actually, I think, the best sushi restaurant that we have in the area, and I haven't been back. And I got to tell you, I really miss it. But the fact that he did not even step up and apologize, I have an issue with that.
I told you I went
He
to.
didn't even offer to return the money. They told me I had to deal with the other company. It wasn't even unless he said, "Let me make it up to you. Let me
So-
anything. Here's an iced tea." Like absolutely not even
No
a cup of coffee.
acknowledgement.
Nothing. Not even an apology.
Wow. I'm
That's
sorry
not
to hear
right.
that.
That's not
Just
right.
saying.
Is that where you came in today, old grumpy?
No, this was a couple weeks ago. I'm not grumpy. I'm just being honest.
I
That's
went
not
to
right though.
I went to a restaurant
Yeah.
and I ordered a $50 steak,
Ooh.
Oh,
right?
was it
And they
good?
brought me the wrong steak.
Mm.
They brought me a $65 steak. So I ate it.
Mhm.
And of course, because, Linda was with me, she pointed it out to the waiter. You know, you brought him the wrong steak. Now, this is, of course, after I've eaten it. So the chef came out and says, I'm so sorry, I gave you the wrong steak. Yes, we're not going to charge you for the steak. So now I'm getting cuffed on the meal. And Linda had her meal. And I just happened to have, I belong to a club for these.
Senior Citizens Point Club?
No, it's not a citizen.
Early birds,
dying.
I'm sorry.
I'm dying.
No, it's not.
Snap.
It's a club that if you eat a certain
Snap.
amount of meals,
Snap,
you
snap,
get
snap.
percentages off. Okay? But there's nothing wrong with Senior Citizens Club.
No, I'm just teasing you.
And I don't have my AARP because I got caught up in Washington. I should, because I should get a discount. Why not? I earned it. Anyway, long story short, this $50 meal, it would have been $80, ended up being $2 with 98 cents. I felt horrible. I felt horrible.
That's
and
nice.
I told the waitress, no, don't worry about it. And you know what they did? They said, don't worry
You
about
did
the
leave
meal.
them a tip, though, right?
I left the
On
guy a
full
$30
amount.
tip
Okay.
because the guy says, just tip the waiter, don't worry about it.
Wow.
But it goes to show you the flip side.
100%, and that's all I'm saying is if he had at least said, I'm sorry, what can I do? Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nada. And I thought as a businessman, as a restaurant owner in general, but certainly during
that-
these times, to nothing, not even say, let me talk to the employee, nothing. I thought, wow, what does that say?
I think we should have a Speaks in Boca.
I agree.
I will work there.
The Speaks Clam Bar.
Yeah, because
I
I like
know.
clams. You like clams?
You know, back in the day, again, I used to eat a lot when I was growing up as a kid, I guess, which is why I am what I am. My favorite thing, there was a restaurant called Lum's, and it was in Fort Lauderdale off of 441 in, like, I forget the cross street. And fried clams were, like, the best. I would eat fried clam sandwiches. Actually, the last time I had one when I was pregnant, so.
That's a
If you
hard
see me
pa-
eating a fried
that's a
clam
hard
sandwich,
pass.
you know it's a thing.
Fried clam sandwich? It might
Really?
be. It might be good. You
And
don't
then with
know.
It's a
tartar
hard
sauce
pass.
on a
Hard
white
pass
roll.
on a-
Talk about what I used to eat. Oh
you
my
eat
God, can you imagine?
oysters?
Wet clam and oysters. Those
You
are
eat
hard
oysters?
passes. Those are hard
I,
I
like
love
steamed
oysters.
clams better than oysters.
Oysters, slimy and
Those
gooey.
are
Oysters
pass.
are good.
Oysters. You ever have oysters?
I have, but I'm more of a
Oysters
proponent
are
of
good, Slim.
clams and
Gives the power.
octopus.
Octopus is
Octopus
nice.
is the
Octopus
that's
is
the,
nice.
We used to say that's the joint in the day, by the way.
Really?
Remember
Oh.
that? That's the joint you went to.
No, no.
When you eat it, though, do you like the tentacles cut in rings or do you like the legs?
I like the rings.
What is it? I had both. I rather prefer the legs. Like
Really?
that.
Not the rings?
Not the rings.
I like the rings.
Because like I have fried calamari, like actually fried calamari and regular calamari, and they were both like a leg like by itself. So I just ate it like that. It was nice though.
You like seafood, Vinny?
Yeah, I do.
You like fried calamari?
Yes.
Legs or rings?
Rings. Or either. Actually, either. Actually, now I
I'm
think
telling
about
you,
it. It's
think
both of them
about
are
it. I'm
good.
telling you, you have
'Cause
both
Wow.
anything deep fried is pretty good.
Rings or legs?
legs.
Rings. I know that.
I like the legs.
I'm
too.
going to
They're
tell you
fucking-
how
He
predictable
was
my
trying to
life
get
has
both.
become. When I go to a restaurant, no
Yeah.
matter who's with me, whether it's Freddie, it's Val,
Mm-hmm.
it's Sarah, even Gio, they all say, getting the fried calamari and the pork chops, aren't you? Aren't you? Like, you know, they know me so well, so now I'm changing it up.
Really? It's like I knew what to order you for lunch yesterday.
No, not like that. By the way,
And
no.
you said, how did you know? And I'm like, I know what you like.
Not like that at all.
Okay.
That was no. Because I would have said, get me something else. But, and I did say,
Yeah, you
get
know-
me something
you know
else.
what happened? He wanted a
that we don't
hamburger
need to
slip.
put that on the air.
And you know what happened? That place next door closed by the time I got out of here.
Do you
so-
know why,
Aw.
Slit? Because she decides to do 27 things on a dime. Not one, not two, 27. So let's do this. Can we do? And I'm just watching.
And by the time this happens, all the restaurants are closed.
You know, Valerie's hair was longer until yesterday.
Yesterday.
She went home with her hair shorter because Dawn doesn't understand. She doesn't hear. You see this finger? Shh. I'm gonna give it to Dawn.
I gotta tell you, Val kept up with us last night very late, and she kept saying, "Is there more to do?" And I said, "Why? Do you want more to do?"
She went to the bathroom and screamed about 17 times.
She was amazing. I mean, this woman totally ran everything.
No, and get this. Last night we finished production at 8 o'clock, and Dawn goes, "Okay, I gotta go get the vacuum." I stood by the vacuum. I says, "You touch this vacuum, and it will strangle you
True
tonight."
that.
Even Valerie says, "Is she serious?"
Yeah.
True that is all I
There is
can tell you.
something very wrong with
You know, it's just about growing an empire, and when you got to do what you got to do. And I
Not-
got to tell you,
You don't grow an empire 8 o'clock at night.
yes, you do.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
oh,
You
yeah.
go
Just-
home and go to
You
sleep.
just keep going because when you're growing something that you believe in and your passion is in, it's like when people start in big corporations from the mailroom or as an intern, and next thing you know, they're head of the company.
Correct.
There is nothing that we have that I haven't done, including the cleaning the toilets, vacuuming, mopping, laying wires, hanging pictures. I would even get on a ladder if you could trust me up there, but I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
No, forget about
Just
that. You
saying.
can't even walk across the floor.
Oh my gosh, remember I tripped over that wire the other day?
Do you
Yeah, I
remember
did that too.
Oysters Rockefeller? Natalia's telling me
Sure.
Oysters Rockefeller. What's the difference between oysters and Oysters Rockefeller?
I don't
guess
know.
they're
Oysters
bigger?
but I just
Rockefeller
don't.
has
oh.
spinach.
Oh my God, no.
Oh yeah, hard
Oh,
Oysters
pass.
Hard
Rockefeller
pass.
is like
Hard
a
pass.
creamy sauce.
Danger zone, danger. Spinach,
Spinach
nothing.
is already a iffy for me, so it's like hard
Oh my
pass. You
God.
put it with
The only thing I
oyster.
like in spinach is the dip. You ever seen spinach dip?
With
Yeah, I've seen
cheese
those.
and milk, yeah.
Mhm.
Cheese and milk. Why do you break things
Creamy,
down?
because-
when you had a child, did you describe it? Well, the umbilical cord is now coming out.
I could do that for you though as
Disgusting.
well.
It's just disgusting. Oh my God.
You just eat it.
Stop. I'm gonna.
Do you like sauteed calamari? Because deep fried everything is
Sauteed?
good.
What's that?
Sauteed.
What is that?
So it's not deep fried. It's kind of like in a sauce or.
That's not American.
It's
You don't
not
put
American.
calamari
Why
in the
is
sauce.
calamari American? Isn't that Italian?
It doesn't matter. We're all Americans. Calamari and sauce is like sacrilegious. You don't do that. Calamari should be.
What about cold, like ceviche?
Are you out of your mind? What is wrong with you? No.
You don't eat that either.
What?
What do you eat? Deep fried pork chops and remember?
fried.
Do you remember Brady Bunch? You guys wouldn't, but they had the whole episode with Bobby where it was pork chops and applesauce. Do you ever
So-
remember Brady Bunch?
Not at all. So
I
sorry.
don't, but I love that idea.
Pork chops and applesauce.
I love pork chops.
Do you remember that episode? Val, see if you can find a meme on that. Pork chops and applesauce. That was the meat. That was it on Brady Bunch. Bobby Brady. Who was your favorite on the Brady Bunch?
Okay, I don't know what you're drinking, but we're going to take you off. We're gonna
Lady
take
Ann, you want to be on this conversation?
my-
Call in, Natalia.
Over my head.
888-994-4995.
How many,
Studio
how many
A.
different ways can you fix an oyster?
Faith loves ceviche. Faith James does. Hi, Faith James. I owe you a phone call as well. This woman, her name is Faith. She lives in Ave Maria, Florida.
I know you were telling me about her.
Is that? I never even knew there was an Ave Maria, Florida.
There's music being played. What was that?
She's looking for Bobby Brady, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
that
Yes,
was
it does.
broadcast.
That's a hard pass on oysters for me.
Yeah, you
Give us
can't
a
put it
call,
in
Still good, man. You get power.
888-994-4995.
So she lives where?
Studio A. She lives in Ave Maria, Florida.
There's an Ave Maria, Florida? I know there's an
But
ideal
besides that,
meal.
her name is Faith. That
Yeah.
to me is the most unbelievable God wink, as
She
I call
moved
it.
to that town because of it.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
need to. I have a
She
phone. I
named
got
the
to have
town?
a phone call with her.
She
Isn't
did-
that unbelievable? I know.
I do, and I don't know what you're on, but whatever it is, I want some.
I'm telling you, these ladies inspire me. We've got such an amazing group of women that we are working with, that we've always worked with, but more and more. We have a new show launching today, The Editor's Desk, with a new host, Brenda Warren. And this woman, she brings it this entire week. She has brought it. She has a spectacular guest. She has a new intro that Val has worked on. So many incredible things. She sent me the lower thirds ahead of time. She has sent me the pictures ahead of time. Everything that we say we need in production, she has brought it.
She's on point. It's actually this somebody, an author that I want her, that we know that I would like her to interview maybe next week or BYOB, but it's really funny. There's a lot of funny stuff going on right now.
Funny haha or funny strange?
Ave Maria.
Funny
Hey
haha.
Dawn. Faith says, hey Dawn.
Good morning. Yes, Brenda
That
Warren,
is-
she rocks it. I think we've had a
All
phone
the
call.
ways you cook
As soon
oysters.
as
You
Val
got a phone
figures
call?
out how she's putting it through. She's asking Teddy, I think.
No,
She's asking Teddy how to do it.
Don't ever say.
she's texting.
Don't say
Delicious.
that.
Okay.
First of all, Val gets angry when she says, "Are you checking on my work?" I said, "No, I was just queuing it up so you could do it."
She's one of the happiest people I've
Do
ever
not.
met.
I'm gonna tell you something. She will use his finger. Remember the movie Five Fingers of Death?
Nope. Is
No.
that like
Bruce
Four Finger
Lee?
Finelli?
Bruce Lee, Five Fingers of
Over
Death?
my head.
Never saw that.
I know Fist of Fury. But
Yeah, it was in that same movie.
Really? Five
Yeah.
Fingers of Death?
That's when that Bruce Lee went like this too. Who did they do that to?
Who? I don't know.
What is
It's a big, tall black man that played basketball for the Lakers. Who did that to?
On Fist of Fury? On Fist of Fury or?
No, on the Bruce Lee movie, Enter the Dragon.
Oh no! See, I never watched. I watched Fist of
You
Fury.
didn't watch it? Who
I
did
never
Bruce
watched
Lee
the tra-
fight?
Huh?
Tall,
don't know.
Rakeem
I
Abdul-Jabbar.
say Jabbar, yeah, but I don't. I wouldn't
his
know.
name?
I wouldn't.
I don't
didn't watch Return of the Dragon.
Akeem Abdul-Jabbar.
There you go.
6'8", and when he kicked, his foot went from here to your lettering. So
hair
Bruce
makes me
Lee,
feisty is
Bruce
what
Lee
it
was
is.
getting beat up. It was either him or Chuck Norris. One of them he was fighting.
No, it had to be
Chuck Norris?
Abdul Jabbar because if you're saying tall,
Yeah.
it had to be.
And Bruce Lee, after he got all beat up, he got up and he shook it off and he went.
I know he did that to a dojo. Like,
Bruce Lee was nasty.
yeah,
Tell you
he
what,
was
nasty.
crazy,
Really?
crazy martial
He was
arts,
good.
yeah.
Good fighter. Don't you do kickboxing too?
I was doing kickboxing before.
Hold on a second. What do you got? I'll put Natalia on. Natalia, how are you, honey? Natalia, say hello. Natalia, can you hear me?
We hear her.
We
I
can
don't know
hear
where
her.
she is. She's very busy wherever she is.
Natalia, I'll take a ham on ride.
Good morning. How you doing, honey?
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear
yes.
us?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear us?
Anybody out there?
Echo, echo, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm coming in with some kind of delay. It's very strange.
Oh, yeah. It's a bad delay.
She's coming in on a day. Just call back, Natalia.
Tell her to call back.
No, she has to call back in. It's on a delay.
But I was looking up the ways to like cook oyster, and every way was just bad for me.
Every day is just every way is bad.
Every way, the
Okay.
cooking, the frying, the traditional roasting.
You hated.
I never was a big fan of oysters. Like I wanted to
I'm
try.
going to tell
it.
you something. They
What?
are aphrodisiacs.
Really?
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, so
As
they
in
say. They
does
kind
it
of make me.
arouse.
Well, not you, because you're a hornster. I'm talking about
They kind of make
whoever
me
you're
gag.
eating them with. They give you gas?
They make me gag. It's
They
like,
make you gag?
yeah.
Note to the wise, if they make her gag, don't feed them to her.
Even if you
I'm
made
not
them for
saying
me.
nothing. Aphrodisiac
Yeah.
makes the person you're with, they get in the mood. You know what I'm saying?
I get what
Really?
You
mean.
can't hold your mouth like that when they're eating oysters. What's
It's
the
like
matter
that
with you?
lump in your
get
throat,
what you
kind of.
mean.
Vinny, you getting this, Vinny?
Oh, I know. Oh, I already knew that.
You just knew that? You knew that?
Yeah, it gives you the power, the rage, and
Really?
Really?
also
why that
oysters
is,
are very
though.
cheap during happy hour too.
I get that with sushi. Like
Sushi
if
is
you have
good.
like a
That's
sushi.
sushi.
spread.
Aphrodisiac. You want something
can
like
have
they say
sushi.
oysters and champagne. I don't like
Really?
oysters. You know what? Not an oyster. The caviar. Caviar.
Oh, we've
You
got
like
some-
caviar?
We've got some here, actually.
Yeah, we have black caviar. The most expensive is the red, though, right?
I don't know about that.
The red caviar, I think it is. Well, ask Natalia.
I wasn't capping
Do you
right now.
guys like caviar?
Yep.
You do? You know what that is, right?
Fish eggs.
Salmon egg.
Good morning, Lady N.
I like Masago too. They're a bunch of fish eggs.
Nope. It's not. That's right.
How are you?
It's a hard pass for me.
Natalia, can you hear
I'm
us?
not changing my mind. I will order it if I'm not
Good morning.
Good morning.
We
honey.
hear you. Yes, you're delayed.
How are you?
But not for fun.
I am great.
She's great.
Not for
She's delayed.
She's delayed.
No. I don't know why this call is not going through.
Not for fun.
All right, so Val, let's go to commercial break, and I'm going to give her a
V-Mix
login,
call.
a VMix, so we can see her beautiful face in the morning. Hold tight, Lady N. We're going to take a
We'll
quick
be right
commercial
back.
break, and we will be right back.
Delicious. It's delicious.
I will order it.
Sexy,
It's my
seductive,
favorite.
and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.danielleboujon.com BULJAN.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself, give yourself the chance to be heard, and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
We are on fire. So let's spread your business like a wildfire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Cafe TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we ignite.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You know what that is? That used to be my alarm clock in the Bronx every morning.
That would be your craziness. And welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe Show on a wacky Friday is all I can tell you. You know what Sunday is, by the way?
It's the day after Saturday.
It is National Rum Day. So Slick, today we celebrate Rum Day Gubba Rum style, guys, on our 1 o'clock hour.
But we do that every Friday.
Well, now there's a reason because
Now
it's
it's
National
official.
Rum
Yes.
Day. It's official. National Rum Day.
You know what that means? We have to find 100 different ways of having a shot of rum.
Well, we were talking about making a rum martini, peanut butter and jelly, but apparently I need Chambord and Frangelica. So
That's
I gotta get
too
it from the
much
liquor store.
stuff.
I know, it's a little too sweet, right? So we're going to see, maybe we can just put peanut butter and jelly and some rum and shake it up. Mia can pretty much create anything, or a shot of it.
Now I'm gonna share with you a game.
We've got Lady Ann also
Lady
on the
Ann,
line.
come on in so we can see you. I'm gonna share a game we used to play. So you take your finger and you wash it thoroughly.
This will not end well, guys.
I'm
And
telling
then you take things to dip your finger in and you stir it in the rum.
The
AKA
opinions
jelly.
expressed by our hosts are not necessarily those of the production crew or the other hosts of the Brooklyn
Correct.
Cafe Show.
Correct.
That sounds very disrespectful to do that, honestly.
No, but it's gonna be your drink though. Like he's talking about dunking into something and then you put it in your rum, ring
Yes,
it
that
around.
you take jelly,
weird.
you
And
put
then it'll be
jelly.
like a
They used to
infused-
also do peppers.
It'd be infused.
Natalia, it's like finger fondue.
Y'all brought me in. I was in the gym working out. I was listening to all
gonna
of
turn
this
that off.
food conversation. Dawn's like, come here. Nobody's
There's my
ever seen
pillow.
me without makeup on.
Natalia, nothing tastes better than the fingers. You see what they gave me? You see what Dawn gave me? This is the shush finger.
Oh my God.
Nothing tastes better than if you put it on your finger and you stir it. And then you clean it and you stir it. Try it. You guys are kicking it,
No.
but until you try it,
Hard pass. Hard pass.
first of all, you put your fingers in your mouth, you put them in your ear. Don't tell me. Your
Don't
fingers
you
go
like
places.
that hashtag finger fondue?
I like that finger fondue hashtag, yeah.
Nobody knows what that
But
means.
like,
Natalia, can we like add that to the
maybe a
menu?
skewer
Finger
would be
fondue?
better. No, I think anything on the skewer, because you don't know where those fingers have been.
She wants it on the stick.
You don't know where your fingers have been. Where the hell you
I know
do with
where
your
my
fingers, lady?
fingers have
he said
been.
wash it
Where have your
thoroughly.
fingers
He
been?
said wash thoroughly, but
Always
you know.
in the food.
You wash thoroughly your finger. Listen, you come on over. I show you 10 reasons why this will be a lot of fun.
She said, find her a prime piece of real estate, and she's in.
Right here. Or you mean how big of a place you need?
Restaurant for a restaurant.
How big?
5,000-6,000, maybe somewhere, yeah, around there. Maybe 4. 200 seats is what we do.
You want it by the water? By the water is better, right?
You know, good. We'll chat off air about this.
I got the perfect place.
You remember we used to live in Boca, so we know the area really well.
That's right, I forgot. She used to
Pompano,
live
my
right near
husband-
me.
my
I
husband
didn't even know
my
you
husband
then.
had an office in Pompano.
I like it. And we will be very creative. We will have finger foods, take it literally, finger foods, finger drinks, finger fondue.
No, it's okay. Not finger
Not if
drinks.
it speaks.
Not finger drinks.
Not at Speaks, although I hear Speaks is putting some paninis on the menu now.
We have paninis. Yeah, we started over the summer. It's actually National Panini Month, and I am producing 2 cooking segments, one for ABC and one for Great Day Tampa Bay. So we're going to be doing that over the weekend.
Panini. What's a panini?
Natalia, help me out here.
Panini. So a panini is a sandwich, but
Okay.
typically for a sandwich you use sliced bread. So for panini, you kind of cut off half a loaf of bread, or you take a square roll. And then you put a bunch of amazing, delicious stuff in there, and I just wrote a poem for panini.
She wrote
If
a
you
poem
want me
for
to wrap it out?
Yes. I'm just
She
kidding.
wrote a poem for
You
panini.
sleep less than
Yeah,
I do.
well,
Ode to panini.
because I write a newsletter, so this is, we're going to test this out. I come to Speaks for lunch, and I have a panini with some iced tea, and my satisfaction is guaranteed. And then dinner rolls around, and I come back for the lasagna and a martini. Panini, Papa Panini, hot melty cheesy chicken, and other yummy stuff for the awesome Mimi.
Okay.
And you think that I'm nuts with my fingers, and you're doing
No,
ode to
that's
panini, really? Really? Now, is that the sandwich that they put in that big metal thing and then they
Under
squash
the
it?
press, yeah.
And they
yeah.
Oh, that's a Cuban sandwich. Un cubano.
Close to.
Yes, pretty close.
That's what I had in
Close.
Miami.
But no
It doesn't get
cigar.
smushed as much, I think. I love Cuban sandwiches. We have great culture of Cuban sandwiches in Tampa, actually.
They put the pickle in it, right? Mm-hmm. So does a panini have pickle? I never had a panini. What the hell's wrong with me?
Really?
You never had a
Starbucks
s'more,
has
you never had a
paninis. How have
panini, you never heard
What
of a Mad Lib?
planets?
I never heard of a
I love
Mad Lib.
paninis.
Faith,
Paninis are nice.
Right?
Natalia, have you ever heard of
They're
a
very
Mad Lib?
refreshing.
Mad
Very
Lib.
refreshing.
Yes.
used to get them with
It's
Panera
the,
Bread.
as a food or as an activity. Mad Lib.
As an activity.
Yeah, of course.
But tell me more about the food, Mad Lib. I'm a little interested.
Exactly.
What is a food Mad Lib? I don't know.
That's
Somebody-
interesting. What do you do with your food?
Maybe some food that makes your lips go mad or something spicy. That's what I was thinking.
Finger Food Friday, Faith says.
See, Faith is in it. Finger food fry. I tell you, you could do a lot of stuff. Remember we talked about we should do this with the kids.
I always think food tastes better if you eat it with your fingers.
Let's do this
We
with
used to do that,
Let's do
remember?
this with the kids. We're gonna sit them at
Yes.
a table. We're gonna give them one roll of Ritz crackers,
Okay. Oh, you
and
want
we're
me
gonna give them each a different ingredient to see who comes up with the best Ritz cracker sandwich.
Oh, I'm a fail, so.
Same. Pass.
Yeah,
Somebody
well,
asked me yesterday if all this food was in our budget,
try my
and I
best.
laughed.
But I'll make like a,
What budget?
That's what I said.
All the food. You look around here, you couldn't rub 2 pieces of bread together.
Well, no, the peanut butter and jelly, the pizza, all the things that we do here. They said, "Is all that in your budget?"
Pizza. Well, we have friends.
We have friends. You gotta eat. You gotta have fun, right? You gotta enjoy life.
All right. So
Is your newsletter coming out? You write a newsletter every week for Speaks?
Every week, yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of fun with it. We have a huge reach. It's a good way to test out some fun things and introduce things and communicate. Yeah, we do it very consistently, and we have a very responsive audience through the newsletters.
do you have a catch of the day on the menu today?
We have weekly specials.
Weekly, okay. Okay, and do you do octopus at Speaks?
You know, we don't, because octopus, I see it as more of a special or Portuguese or Brazilian dish. So we haven't really experimented a lot with octopus, but yeah, I personally really love it.
And
So when you were talking about rings or tentacles, so what were you talking about, octopus or calamari? Because we
were talking about calamari, but there aren't many
Right.
places in Florida that do octopus. Some of the Greek restaurants
Isn't
do it.
calamari
Yes.
octopus?
Squid.
No, it's calamari is squid. It's
Delicious.
Calamaris are tiny, usually, a little smaller, and octopus is as I'm picturing it, it's huge, and they're very smart too. Have you
Yeah.
seen some videos of octopuses escaping boats through
Yeah.
tiny little spaces?
Is it octopus or octopi if you have more than one?
You say octopus.
Or is it octopus?
You're asking a Russian.
It's
I'm
octopus.
asking a Russian with a New York accent, which really cracks me up. Ever met a Russian with a New York accent? Lady N.
I know, she's more from the Brooklyn than I am.
I know.
It's called octopuses.
It's an octopus.
I think it's
I think it's
octopi.
octopi.
Who the hell eats an octopi? It's octopus.
Like there's fish, not fishes.
There is fishes, and you're wrong. I asked people yesterday.
Who'd you ask?
People from
Fuji?
people from Brooklyn. They said she don't know what she's talking about. I said, of course it's a fishes.
Fishes,
Fishes,
octopus,
fishes.
octopi.
Potato,
It's like
potato.
cactus and cacti, so that's what I'm thinking.
And bada boom.
Maybe it's if it ends on the S, if it goes plural, it goes to pie.
It
I
goes to
don't know,
pie,
maybe
see?
something to look at.
Listen, the English language is so confusing. It's the only language in the world that I know that when you put P and H together, you get an F. So, so don't tell me
have
about
it.
silent
Yeah,
anything.
right,
It makes
right.
no sense to me. What can I tell you?
You're definitely right about that.
I don't know, in Russian we put so many, the what are those? I can't even,
You put-
consonants together.
Consonant.
Like
put-
здравствуйте, it's like Z-D-R.
You put vodka in front of it, and it all sounds the same. It's all good.
Oh my.
I'm the only Russian who's never had a shot of vodka. Like a straight
Really?
up shot.
Who, you or us?
Me.
You never had a shot of vodka.
Not
You're from
straight
Russia.
up.
They put that in your when you're a baby in your what do you call that?
No, not me.
In your formula.
You know the amazing
my
thing is we've
God.
known you for almost, what, 5 years?
Yeah.
4 or 5
4
yeah,
years?
something like that.
And we've only physically seen you
Twice.
twice. 3
Twice.
times.
Is it twice? I think 3 times, because the
3
first time
times.
was when we met,
Right.
and then I came in twice to the studio.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Let me ask you a
But
question.
yet I feel like I know you. I
Do
see
you-
you all the time.
Do
We
you
talk
have
all the
sto-
time.
do you carry Stolish Naya in your bar at your restaurant?
We don't, no.
Have you ever had Stolies?
They're more of like a
Have I
craft
had
bar, I
Stoli?
think. Yes.
Stolish Naya.
My
You put it
mother-
in the freezer.
Stolichная.
What is it called?
Stolich.
Starichna?
Stolichная.
Well, believe me, you sound like me
Stolichna.
after I had a couple of shots.
Stolichna.
You put it in the freezer. And it has this little
Yeah.
ice thing that happens in the middle of it. And it is delicious. You ever have Stolies? No, you have
No.
Grey Goose, right?
Nope.
You're a Grey Goose guy.
Wow.
You're a
It's
Grey
Ciroc.
Goose, right?
No, Ciroc be nice. Ciroc.
You have Tito's?
Tito's.
we have
I
an
Tito's
answer,
too,
Natalia.
But, yeah.
Faith James wrote in, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, points out, grammatically speaking, the plural for octopus is octopuses.
See?
However,
Oh, it is.
people use different terms, octopi, octopuses, or octopedes.
There's no such thing. I can't pronounce
That's good
octopus.
to know.
Sounds like a octopus peen.
Octopodus. Octopodes? I don't
It's
know.
called octopuses. Okay? And Faith, look up
Octopi.
fishes.
It's octopi.
It's twins with the
Whatever
fishes.
it is, I'll take 3. Nice
Faith
grilled
James, she's
with-
a branding
with
expert,
nice
so I have
sauce.
to reschedule a call with her as well.
You can't go wrong with
Oh,
Faith.
Faith is brilliant. She's so brilliant. She's given me so much great advice.
Octopuses with the faith in it's now.
I got to tell you, these ladies that I am working with, you know how we always talk that women should work together and support each other, but yet they don't sometimes? This group of women that I have met recently all support each other. It is so spectacular.
We just got to get the batteries. Natalia, you got to get the batteries out of the door. She's driving us all insane. Insane.
No, she's inspiring.
I'm inspiring.
She's
She gets it
inspiring
done.
and we're hiding.
It's all done. She gets it all done because that's what it's all about. You know, you can talk and talk and talk about making things happen, and there's a lot of talk, but she gets it done. Every conversation that we've had, the next day she's like, look, Natalia, sometimes it's like 5 minutes later. Look, we have a new logo. We have the new this. I'm like, good job. So it's good. She's an implementator. I don't know.
Just keep
What is
going.
it?
Right? Because the
Action
only way to
taker.
grow an empire is to actually grow the empire and do it.
The funny
Have
thing
That's what
is,
I was
team
telling
around
you.
you.
Natalia, you shouldn't make a logo and you post it and the logo now is 10 minutes old and she's already had a new one. That shouldn't happen. We should sort of
We're going
have
to
at
ask
least a
Faith
week.
that about branding.
Every 5 seconds?
We're going to ask, well, no, it's the name is the same.
You
We
gave me
added a
12
tagline.
logos at one time. I posted them on Instagram and
Ask
LinkedIn.
Lady NY, because we had to go into the whole color correction thing.
Yes, because we were playing around with different colors, and because I had Michelle Michelle Williams on BYOB, I believe.
Yep.
And she has this whole course on color psychology. So she was telling us what each color represents for business, what kind of messaging. So a lot of businesses, when they plan their branding, they are not considering the messages that the color itself can send.
You know, that sounds like my son Gio. Gio says to me, too many colors. I go, okay, then I know if he doesn't like it, I like it.
And
Too
then-
many colors. Too many colors confuse the eye. And then there are certain colors in certain fields that will also confuse the eye.
Correct.
So you sort of have to plan out the whole thing. I don't know. There's something, I'm not wired correctly. I love colors. I love control chaos. I like moving things.
Then you're in the perfect business for us.
Faith said, you can make money or make excuses, but you can't do both by swimming with the fishes.
Or the octopuses, I know.
Octopus.
Faith, I got a deal for you. You can't refuse.
You just got to keep going. You know what? Because you can't grow if you don't try. And I love Brenda Warren because she is showing up today.
Brenda is awesome.
And there is a thing called, we talked yesterday about fear of success. Not owing fear of failure, but fear of success. So when you feel like you can't do it because all those voices in your head and everyone says you can't do it, and you almost believe it, but when you don't believe it and you take that leap of, no pun intended, Vinny, faith, and you do it, there's no more fear of success.
I think there's more fear getting out of my driveway and driving
It doesn't
here.
work.
And driving here. I don't think there's more fear than on the road. There are
Yeah.
parts coming off of trucks on the highway.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you got tires coming
know.
off of trucks. You got all sorts of stuff. I mean, there's no more fear than that. So this is the easy part.
You know, Natalia took BYOB, and in what, a matter of 4 shows, you launched Business Kitchen Show right from that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was so happy when you guys asked me to host that, and I am still, as you and I were talking, I'm still happy to do it. And then I speaking about personal branding, I think that it's important to be really in alignment with what your personal brand message is too. So we kind of did a spin-off, and we're having a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun with Business Kitchen Show. Great guests. The conversations have been just mind-blowing. After each one, I'm taking massive action myself, and it's fun to learn from people.
How many hours are in your day?
24, same as everybody else.
And how many do you use? 25.
How many do I use? I use 24, and I use about 7 of them to sleep.
You know, it's different because when you love what you do, it isn't work. You know, if you really admire what you're doing and how you're getting it accomplished, and every day is a different day, and every day you got a new challenge to make it better. And if you look at it that way, it's all good.
And she's got an incredible support system with her family, her husband, her daughter, and everyone works, and everyone goes to courses, and everybody learns, and you all do this together, which is spectacular. And that's what I think it takes.
And it's not easy to run a restaurant.
Or two.
It's
or
not
10.
easy at all. I was in the restaurant business for 8 months, and I quit, and I sold it because, my goodness gracious, there is no clock in a
clock.
restaurant business. And
No,
when things
but
happen,
I
you
think,
gotta-
yeah, I think with restaurants is what we have done a little bit differently is because we brought in all of these knowledge from other industries, from other businesses, and all different system, technology, automations, the way that we do marketing is different from a lot of what the other restaurants are doing. I went in yesterday and I was talking to a bunch of guests, and they're like, what do you guys do differently? It's so much attention to detail. So we just pay attention and we'll listen. We'll listen to every piece of feedback that we get.
Well, I had a question for you. I like to go to a restaurant, and if I like it and I love it, I go there. And a lot of the people that I know, the people that I hang out with, they like to experiment in different places, trying a small plate here, small plate there. I'm not really into that. I sort of like consistency.
Pork chop, applesauce.
Well, you know, if you go to Speaks,
Pork chop,
right?
applesauce.
If you go to Speaks and they give you the best pork chop and applesauce, why do I got to go
I
somewhere
agree.
else to experiment? I mean, they love doing it, and I'll say, yeah. Not very happy because now I'm comparing it to what I love, right? But what do you do when you have a restaurant? You've been there, I don't know, 12, 14 years, 10 years, 6 years, whatever. And then a new restaurant is going to open up right in front of you. What do you do? How do you...
I don't think anybody can do what you do. You know, we have a lot of regulars, right? And we are constantly adding things, and we're doing some really exciting stuff to cultivate community. And then yesterday when I was talking to our guests, it was the first time that I came in because we were away for about a month. And I came in and talking to the guests, and everybody said, we feel safe coming in, especially now. That was the first word that I heard from them. And then they say, we love this, we love the bartenders, we love the servers, and we love all the little touches. And they just, with us, the guests, they just never know what kind of fun stuff that we're going to come up with. Because we're always creating, we're always innovating and keeping things interesting and exciting. So I don't have the fear. I actually want to support businesses, other businesses that come in. 26,000 restaurants closed in the country. 26,000.
26,000 restaurants have closed.
But there is the difference. You talk to your patrons, you know who your regulars are, and there is no fear. And that is the whole point of that whole thing is you don't fear. You know?
I don't think you can operate the business successfully from the state of fear.
Or any business, exactly.
Anything in life, you can't do it from fear. And whenever people tell me I don't want to disappoint you, I always say, make sure you don't disappoint yourself. Stop living or trying to impress me, and don't try. What is it? Playing from
Playing
behind?
to win, or
Playing not to lose.
do you play to win, or do you play not to lose?
Exactly. You always got to play to win. Forget about playing not to lose, because sometimes breaking even, you are losing. It doesn't make any sense. But in your business, it's out there every single day. See, that's the difference. We are in the business that one mistake is amplified. And it's either amplified by yourself, your peers, or anything else. But you have to walk that fine line, and you do the best you can to make it as perfect as you can. Nothing in life is perfect. Nothing. You know, you break a dish, you break a cup, something happens. Always happens. We forget to turn a mic on.
It happens too.
Yeah, but in response to what you were saying and what Dawn was saying, it's not within the industry. It's not about the mistakes that we make, right? They made a mistake. We make mistakes. It's okay. On Mother's Day, we had a 2-hour wait, and we had some not happy people, but we personally called each somebody. It's about how you make people feel. It's about how you're going to correct that mistakes. Mistakes happen, but it's about how do you reverse that experience.
And you walk that walk, because we were talking about that last night, and you 100%. And I came in this morning, we took care of that situation as well, and everyone apologized and said, let me fix it so it will not happen again. and we move forward from it.
Now, yesterday, was it Nancy that we had yesterday? And I was thinking about what she said about learning from things that aren't part of the deal. So they said you have a 2-hour wait at your restaurant, and people are going to wait because they want to eat good food. What can we do to enhance the experience with the wait? You know, I was thinking about this. What if we created a
Mad Lib.
No, you create a green room.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, the wait, you're doing something else. Like, I've seen people give you, like, samples. They give you a little something, they drinky. They make you feel comfortable. Maybe you get a belly dancer. You get somebody in an area
dancer.
where you're well, you know what I mean. I'm just...
Well, most waiting areas are very small, though.
Okay, so we do something small. Get a small belly dancer. I mean, whatever. But enhancing the weights is part of the experience. I was thinking about this.
It is.
You know, you can actually put a microphone in your hand with a cam in the corner, and you can actually film people waiting. Now, they may not want to be, they may want to be, but I guarantee you the experience of doing it. What are you looking at me? No?
I'm
Belly
thinking about
dancers.
it.
I'm stuck
I'm
on
thinking
belly dancers.
in the weight room, enhancing the experience. Now, she is the hostess with the mostest, so she can
Always.
pull it off, right? I don't know if other restaurant people, I think Crazy Uncle Mike's can do it. I think Andy Ave could do it because they got the personality. So, yeah, you're going to wait. If they like the experience of waiting as much as the restaurant, you got a winner, baby.
True
Ain't
that.
nobody going to turn away anything like that. And then people are going to say, you got to check it out. The wait is almost as good as the food.
100%.
That's
I
a good
kinda like
point.
that
Yep.
That's what I learned from Nancy yesterday. It's really strange the way my brain works. See that?
It's very strange. Val, as we end, let's play one of the Speaks commercial. We have that on our board because
it's
what you've done
hilarious.
in marketing is spectacular. We love that. And I
Thank
love
you,
that you
guys.
show
I
up
love you.
even on this without makeup. She's no makeup, and here she is.
Oh my God, I was working out and you're like, come on here. I'm like, no.
Come
You
on
wait.
in.
Wait a minute. You
Anyway,
wake
this
up
is
like
me.
this.
This is the real me.
You wake up like this.
Yeah.
Really?
This is it. I didn't even brush my hair.
Holy smokes! How do you wake up?
I don't know. I don't wake
she
up
must
looking
sleep
like that,
in a prone position like this, standing up.
No, because the hair was curled up yesterday, so I just kind of fluff it and go.
Fluff it and go. You're amazing. Thank you so much for calling in
love
today.
you
Have a
guys.
wonderful weekend. I know I'm going to talk to you later. Love you, honey.
Yes, love you.
That's hilarious. She looks like she went to sleep.
I know.
Perfect.
She said no makeup. I can't like it. And I'm thinking I should only look like that when I wake up in the morning is all I can say.
You wear makeup?
You just a little bit. It's just the natural
still
look
in
is
your
what
car?
I go for.
It's all in your car.
It's all
Wipe
of my
it down.
steering wheel,
Wipe
that's
it
all I can
down.
say.
Even Slick has makeup in his car. I don't understand how that happens.
It's Fenty Skin. It's not
Excuse
makeup.
me?
It's like what is it? It's a
A
cleanser.
BB cream?
It's a cleanser.
It's called Venti.
Rihanna created a cleanser.
Oh, you wear
for-
Rihanna on your face? You wish.
Rihanna. Nah, I wish. I wish it was Rihanna, but she has a cleanser now. It's
Rihanna on
called
your face.
Fenty Skin.
Where's
But
your
it-
hat?
Oh, it's in my car.
Oh.
But I've been changing up I don't know. I've been liking my hair for so.
People are
for a while.
asking me to change my hat. People asking you to change your hat?
I'm gonna change my hat.
I was
I'm
asked
gonna
to
bring
change
back
my
my
hat.
hats because
Really?
I bring back my hats. It's just like I've been liking my hair now. You know.
I gotta wear that funky brown hat.
It's back there on the
I'm gonna wear it, but I got
Indiana
another hat
Jones. I like that
Ready to
hat.
rock and roll. All right, Faith, thank you so much for joining us. She's got so many comments. She says, when you put your client's experience first, they come for the food and they stay for the company.
Correct.
And she says, yes for Fenty.
Yes, Fenty Skin. Yes, thank you. I knew somebody would figure me out.
So you a big Fenty
Fenty
fan?
Skin is
You
amazing.
look
have to
Fenty
try it.
delicious.
You have to, cleanse out your skin.
You
know?
look Fenty-licious.
There's dirt, impurities. You have
Okay,
to
enough.
clear
We don't
that
need to
out.
know all that.
Yeah,
Just
clear
say
that out.
this is the me a la natural.
No, this is me enhanced
You just
by
put it on your
Rihanna.
face or all over your body?
On my face.
We're not
Rihanna
getting
just
to the whole
enhanced
body
mine.
woolly mammoth thing.
Yeah, that was yes.
not doing
we
that.
want to
No.
go into the body.
No, I don't want to get. I didn't bring out
We
the
can
woolly
see on
mammoth
the
face.
Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious. Finger Food Friday. I'm going to go see what kind of finger foods I can find.
Finger food and finger drinks.
Finger food, finger drinks, finger fondue, National Rum Day coming up. We're going to be making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to give to the homeless. There is really a great culture going on in our community through one of our kids network shows, Kids in Capes, and they are having families and organizations and Girl Scouts groups make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or turkey sandwiches, whatever you want, except I was told turkey and cheese, of course, has to be refrigerated, so it's a little more limiting, which is why they requested peanut butter and jelly to give back to our community and drop off.
Turkey and cheese. Who's making turkey and cheese?
There are families that do. Drop off is at St. Gregory's Church.
Wow.
So if you want information, we're more than happy to give that to you. Of course, all sanitary precautions. Wait till you see Amy Minty do it today later. I got a whole understanding if you need the proper knife, smooth versus chunky, and all those things. So we're going to have a little bit of fun while we give back to the community. National Rum Day. We also have Veggie Vero, Kids and Capes, and Jade_Empire going to join us to kick off their show for tomorrow on our Kids Television Network.
Yeah, we got to make that big.
When you see this promo piece is spectacular. So we got a lot of things. And of course, at 2:30, we have Brenda Warren hosting Editor's Desk for the first time, which will be spectacular. And she is interviewing Dan, the Zen teacher. He's an author. He is an experienced teacher, 25 years in the same school, same classroom, same school, same everything, his entire career. He wrote a book on what it's like for teachers, spiritually, emotionally, motivationally, and perfect timing for this segment.
Perfect timing,
right?
Yes, absolutely.
So tune in. We've got a busy day, and then, of course, 3 o'clock at the Florida Love Show. So you don't want to miss that either.
You know, you got some really interesting guests today.
But you know what? It's all about love and motivation,
I'm gonna
showing
say it
up
again.
and moving forward
Really
into the
interesting
weekend.
guests. You don't want to miss the Florida Love Show. I guarantee you don't want to miss it. Really interesting guests.
Spreading the love. Have a great morning, everyone. Be safe. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Introducing Speaks contactless drone delivery. Our fleet of high-tech drones take food safety seriously, delivering orders from our restaurant right to you. Speaks Clam Bar can now provide complete contactless delivery of our seafood-centric Italian cuisine. Using your phone's GPS and advanced facial recognition, our drones know exactly where to deliver your order, wherever you are. Contactless. Want spaghetti with your meatball? Now you can get it contactless. Got a hankering for some delicious hot fried calamari or cool mouth-watering shrimp? Get it anytime, contactless. What about a whole Maine lobster? We still have a few kinks to work out. Good thing we can still deliver your favorite Speaks meals the traditional way using automobiles. Speaks Clam Bar takeout and delivery. From our restaurant to your table. Safe and secure.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can pick in every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless. sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to